Homelessness in Southern California continues to be the crisis of our time. There are people in need in our neighborhoods and around town, but it's not always clear ways you can help them. Bella Baskin has taken an important step towards helping others and is here to tell us about her blessed bags. Hi, Bella.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
So I just want to say you grew up here. You've
Yes.
been exposed to the homelessness.
Yes.
What inspired you to actually do something?
Well, the idea really came to mind when I was working at Warner Brothers. I was commuting about 2 hours a day, and I was in the car, and I would always see homeless people on the side of the street. A little bit about me, too, is that I am sober, and a lot of times I would notice that people struggling with homelessness were also struggling with addiction. The dilemma of wanting to help but not wanting to support that was always, something where I would be in the car and I would notice that they were struggling with addiction and I would want to give them money, but I wouldn't want to support that. So I always thought, oh, I should go to Costco. But I think the problem is our lives are really busy and those great thoughts are kind of fleeting, and then, you see them the next day again and you think, oh my God, I should have done that. Why didn't I do that?
I should have gone and bought a carton of socks or
right,
a package of underwear, right?
And so this is a really easy, convenient, and affordable way where you can go online and you buy these care packages for the homeless, for men, women, or dogs. And they ship to your door and you keep it in your car, and when you see a homeless person, you give them basic necessities.
And what's inside the bags?
The men's and women's bags have water, snacks, socks, underwear, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, a comb, lotion, sunscreen, a washcloth, tissues, chapstick.
Dignity, by the way.
Yes.
Right? The stuff that,
Yes.
that they lose when you're on the streets and you don't have access
Right.
to those things that contribute to your own human dignity, cleanliness, hygiene products, right?
Right. And just by acknowledging the problem instead of ignoring it, you're restoring humanity and dignity. So we're here today, we're passing out 50 bags for men, women, and dogs experiencing homelessness. There's about 3,000 people in this 4-block radius. We are just doing our part to give and help them with basic necessities.
You floated this idea, friends, family, and tested it out?
Yes.
And then you quit your job?
Yes.
That was a huge leap of faith.
It really was, yeah. I just really believed in it, and I really felt like there was a void that needed to be filled.
And that was just last January. I mean,
last
December,
January,
yeah, last January. And
a
then
little over a year ago.
You took over your childhood bedroom at your mom's house.
Yes.
And that became your de facto factory.
Yes.
How many have you personally stuffed yourself?
I've personally made 1,500 bags, so 500 of each, men, women, and dogs. They're $15 for the men and women's, and the dogs' bags are $7.
So how have your friends and people on social media responded to this?
Everyone who I tell about it is really excited because I think that, like I said, there is really a need for it. And I think that, I had to ask myself when my influencer friends were always, great tragedies would occur and they go on Instagram and we say, I'm guilty of it too, but we say, pray for this, pray for that, but we're not actually doing anything. And I had to ask myself why. And the reasons I came up with is that charities a lot of them don't have a really strong social media presence, and a lot of us, $100 is a lot of money for millennials. And you don't know where it's going, and we don't really have disposable income. And then also we work 9 to 5s, and volunteering can be really difficult now. They ask you, to go through a background check, some of them, and it's difficult, and so I had to say, I should come up with something that's affordable and convenient.
Thank you. Yeah. Whoop, whoop. I'm in
still touch them, right? So you still, because I do think that millennials don't so much like writing that $100 that they really need for their overpriced rent in LA, right? But if they can, for $15, open their window and have a human connection, your generation really wants that, right?
Right. It's really about that interaction, and you get the benefit. You know, it's a two-way blessing. So you're blessing their day, and you get the benefit of how good it feels to give.
Can I ask you something that sounds more cynical, because that's my generation? With the social media accounts, I mean, I think it's a wonderful thing that it'll spread like crazy on social media. But isn't there also something about this generation that wants that acknowledgement, wants to be able to Instagram their blessed bags?
Yes. And that's something that we should, you know, embrace. And that's what Blessed Bag is doing, is we're embracing that culture, and we're giving that culture a way that they can give back in a new way. It's a new style of giving.
Using what other people would see as a downside and making it work for the charity.
Right.
So what's great is that this is also a charity within a charity, because you're allowing people who buy your Blessed Bag to also designate $1 to be spent at any other charity of their choice. How's that work?
Well, Blessed Bag sponsors about 15 to 20 different charities that deal with relevant current issues. So say, you know, the other day Nipsey Hussle was shot, right? So I went on Blessed Bag's Instagram and I asked everyone who bought a Blessed Bag that day to please donate their $1 per bag to the Coalition to Stop Gun Violence, which is one of the charities on our list. So when these great tragedies occur, instead of just saying, pray for this, pray for that, we can do a call to action, and we can say, everyone who buys a bag, you know, we have the Rape Foundation for sexual assault, we have Knockout Abuse West for domestic violence. We have
a number of they can choose, and they can feel in control of their money. I just want to pull it up so that people can see what it's like. And you say people are buying some of these, you know, buying 10 of them and putting them in their back seat, so that, you know, that the course of the month, when they see someone homeless at an intersection or a freeway off ramp, they can do something. Thanks, fella. What a great idea. Good luck with it all.
Thank you so much.
You can stock up on these hygiene kits, or you can donate towards building more at blessedbag.org. Coming up, we're revealing the must-see moments from comic book lovers, cosplayers, and sci-fi fanatics at this year's WonderCon. LA Times Today. We'll be right back.